Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking what I like to call the ultimate hero's journey in the world of high-stakes B2B medical sales. Mastering the doctor call, or the doctor call, as it's known in the industry, is literally an art form. It's this incredibly high-pressure environment, right? Medical reps have just a few fleeting moments to capture a busy doctor's attention, build trust, and pitch life-changing solutions. So we're going to break down the exact playbook the pros use to navigate this whole complex interaction. Let's get right into it.
Okay, so think about how you can transform from just another face in the crowd into that one standout representative. Picture a sea of reps carrying briefcases, all waiting in the exact same clinic lobbies. You absolutely have to be different. You've got to be prepared, strategic, and totally memorable. The goal here is simple. Break away from the pack and cross that finish line first.
To get there, we'll be following a 6-step roadmap today. 1. Planning the doctor call. 2. Building rapport up front. 3. Probing for specific needs. 4. Selling with feature benefit. 5. Handling doctor objections. And finally, 6. Securing the final commitment.
Now, this exact sequence of events is absolutely crucial to winning over a medical professional. This isn't just a random chat, it's highly structured. Think about it. You can't jump to overcoming objections before you've built rapport, right? And you definitely can't sell a solution without probing for their actual needs first. Every single step relies heavily on the success of the one right before it. All right, step 1, planning the doctor call. This is all about laying that essential groundwork before you even walk through the door. Starting with the absolute foundation. Before you even pack your bag for the day, you need intelligence. And this is where RCPA comes in. That's the Retail Chemist Prescription Audit. Getting info directly from the local chemist gives you a massive strategic advantage before you even see the doctor. It tells you exactly what that doctor is currently prescribing, giving you a crystal clear window into their clinical habits and preferences. It's kind of like having the answer key before taking the test. So once you have that RCPA data, you combine it with the doctor's profile, gathering insights from clinic coordinators, the doctor's PA, maybe even industry friends. This arms you to create what we call a smart call objective. You're not just walking in there to say hi, you're walking in with a targeted, highly possible objective tailored strictly to that specific situation. You know what they prescribe, you know their clinic, and you know exactly what you want to achieve in those critical few minutes. Moving right along to step 2, building rapport up front. You've done your research, and now it's time to establish instant trust. Building a rapid human connection here is absolutely vital. You start with a genuine smile and a professional greeting. Look around the clinic, observe something positive and give it some genuine praise. Keeping your opening warm, observant, and strictly neutral creates a really safe space for dialogue. Discuss a recent trend or maybe a common interest, but absolutely steer clear of political and religious topics, always. Offer a sincere compliment, but remember, the clock is ticking. Don't spend too much time here. Just set a positive tone and smoothly transition.
Which brings us to step 3, probing for specific needs. We are now officially entering the art of discovery. Once you've got that rapport, you need to uncover the doctor's exact clinical needs. And the contrast here is key. You want to use open probing, where the doctor explains things and gives answers in their own words. This is exactly what you want to follow. On the flip side, you absolutely must avoid closed probing, where the doctor can just say yes or no. Single-word answers are conversation killers, folks. You want to invite narrative answers that reveal their true pain points. Let's look at a really concrete example. Put yourself in the rep's shoes and imagine using this exact script. Asking, "Doctor, if any type 2 diabetes mellitus patients do not get controlled with monotherapy alone, which drug do you prefer?" is a totally perfect example of an open probe. Notice it doesn't ask if they change drugs. It asks which drug they prefer. It invites an open, revealing answer about their personal treatment philosophy. And here's another incredibly strategic question. Doctor, when it comes to increasing the dose of metformin in dual drug therapy, which types of complications come to your mind? Notice how asking about specific complications forces the doctor to articulate their internal clinical concerns. It gets them talking about the actual problems they face, which gives you the perfect opening to slide in and offer your product as the ultimate solution. Which naturally leads us right into step 4, selling with feature benefit. This is where you pitch that ultimate solution. So, you've found the need, now it's time to pitch. And you do this by directly linking what the product is to what it does. A feature is just the physical characteristic of the product, but the benefit, that's the positive outcome everyone is actually interested in. You want to establish a powerful rhythmic cadence known as the call method. You deliver your pitch in this continuous feature, then benefit, then feature, then benefit rhythm. Every single physical characteristic of your drug has to be instantly tied to a tangible advantage for the doctor and their patient.
Now for step 5, handling doctor objections. In every great narrative, our hero faces conflict, right? Well, this is all about overcoming that conflict.
So, when the doctor pushes back, the very first thing you need to do is thank them for raising their concern. It shows massive respect. Let's say you're selling a combination drug called Glimiday, and the doctor challenges you with this exact objection. Glimipride has an OD, or once daily dose, and metformin has a BD, or twice daily dose. Is this combination rational? When they challenge the logic of combining two different dosing schedules like that, you've got to be ready with a feature-based solution.
You counter that conflict smoothly, saying something like, "Doctor, in Glimiday, the metformin is available in an extended release form. It provides 24 hours of bioavailability, making it a completely rational combination." You see what happened there? A specific physical product feature, extended release, directly and logically resolves the doctor's hesitation. Boom. Handled.
Or perhaps they ask about another major concern. To increase the dose of metformin in Glimiday, is it safe? Now, safety is obviously paramount for any medical professional. So when this objection pops up, you can't just say yes. You need to cite the specific technology that actually guarantees that safety.
Your answer needs to be super authoritative. Something like, "Doctor, in Glimiday, the metformin is powered by GRT technology, ensuring it is safe to increase the dose." By grounding your response in a proprietary feature like GRT technology, you confidently shut down the objection with scientific authority. You're turning a moment of doubt into a moment of deep trust.
Finally, we've reached step 6, securing the final commitment. Let's look at closing the deal and following up.
You've made your case. You've overcome the objections. And now, you need to walk out of that clinic with a solid agreement. Explicitly thank the doctor for their time, maintain a highly positive attitude, and show genuine humbleness. Honestly, your body language, keeping it open and positive in these final moments, is just as critical as the clinical data you presented a few minutes earlier. And remember, the call does not end when you leave the room. You've got to follow up consistently to truly lock in that commitment.
So we've deconstructed the art of the doctor call. You now have the full 6-step playbook. From meticulous pre-call planning and rapport building to strategic open probing, rhythmic feature benefit selling, confident objection handling, and securing that final humble commitment. It is literally everything you need to stand out from the crowd. So I'm going to leave you with this question. How will you adapt this powerful psychology and strategic preparation to sell your very next high-stakes, life-changing solution? Thanks for joining me on The Explainer, and keep learning.